Welcome in, beautiful souls. I was guided to bring this message of great change for you. There was a song that kept replaying in my head over and over. I wrote a bunch of things down here. And the song is Love is in the Air. Now, they brought through Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, and Aphrodite. There's a lot here about Venus, roses, pearls. They were saying that they also showed me a vision of orbs. And orbs, for me, represents loved ones that are trying to send you a message. But I think this could be for both because they also showed me two mourning doves. And mourning doves are like messengers from spirit, like from this, not just like loved ones, but from the divine. So angels in particular, I think. So this could be like deceased loved ones or relatives or something like that, or it could be from angels, or both. I'm not really sure at this point. They were saying that they're offering some kind of comfort and reassurance during this time of grief. So you could be going through a lot of grief right now, or you're dealing with like past pain, or you're moving through some kind of current grief. It could be either or, right? But I mean, grief comes and goes, right? Yeah, like, you have your moments with grief. Also, they kept showing me black cat, a panther, like big cats. Actually, they were showing me all different types of big cats. So I don't know if that has anything to do with you. And I kept getting the words "apple of my eye." Also, just before I started this reading, I saw a fox in the yard that was like going after the chickens. And when I went out and yelled at it and like was clapping my hands to scare it off, which I thought it was quite brave, which really kind of surprised me because foxes are usually very shy and they don't usually like hang around. But it turned around, it stared right in my eyes. And that was a message to me because when a fox stares into your eyes like that, that is a direct message of, it's like foxes are considered like a window between the worlds. So like it was like it's like a fleeting connection to a loved one or a message again from the spirit realm or angels, and that regards to like new opportunities. So I'm not really sure what the new opportunities are. So also there was with this song Love is in the Air, I wrote down the lyrics because I thought it might have something to do with you in particular. So it's like an old song. So it's like Love's in the Air is a name, and it says, you can look this up and listen to it if you want. And it's like everywhere I look around, every sight and every sound. I mean, there's lyrics in between. I just wrote down like the main things, right? So don't know if I'm being foolish or unwise or wise, but it's something I must believe in, and it's there when I look into your eyes. And then, I saw that fox, so I thought that was weird. And then it was in the whispers of the trees, thunder of the sea. I don't know if I feel sane, but when you call out my name, rising or the sun, the rising of the sun, yeah, or when the day is nearly done. I mean, like there's lyrics, like I said, in between these, but this is so I think that I'm going to just finish this and then I'll tell you what I think or believe. So, don't know if you're an illusion, and I don't know if I see it true there when I reach out for you. So what I believe is happening is that you're going through like some kind of, like you're going into a lot of thinking because when I threw these dice here, I mean, even when I brought out these cards and I was shuffling them, and this one fell out, and so I stopped and I turned it over, and here we got choices, and you see they got the same thing going on here. Also, before I started any of this, the first thing before I even brought out any of my cards, I don't know if it was Mother Mary or if it was Aphrodite. They asked me to bring out my rose quartz. Rose quartz is about the heart. So, and I only have two, and you'll notice that one is really pale and one is a lot brighter. So the one that has more pink in it, if you need to get some or, want to, It's for, it's love. It's about these stones are for love. Anyway, the brighter pink is better. So I'm just going to set that aside here. Now, I threw out my dice here and it came out with Mercury. And Mercury is all about the communication. It's all about the thinking. And then, oh, I must have knocked this over. I did throw this dice and it was out on Gemini. And Gemini is like the twins. And again, that's all about the thinking, all about the communication. Gemini energy too. You don't have to be a Gemini. It's an air sign. So you don't have to be a Gemini. I'm just reading the energy. So Geminis are like adaptable. It's a mutable sign. So they have a lot of imagination. They're curious, just like a fox is curious. They're quick, like a fox. They're smart like a fox. They're optimistic. You're probably really good at maybe juggling tasks. You like staying informed. You like to be in the loop, because I keep getting the word loop. So I thought maybe your thinking was in a loop, but I think it's just that you like to be in the loop. You like to be in the know, in the now. You know what I mean? And this is also about, like, with the communications, like Gemini is really good about like finding their words. So if you hear a weird like snoring, that's my dog. She's a bad snorer. So, well, I guess she's good at snoring. I'm bad at it, but whatever. So the mindfulness, of course, just back that up even more, right? Because this is all about the thoughts and the mind, right? And the choices. I'm not sure exactly what this card is. I'm going to keep this out though. And we're going to move on here. We'll read these angel card numbers if I'm drawn to, or, I'm pretty sure this one. I think we all kind of know what mindfulness means, right? If there's a bigger message in it, they'll let me know to read it. Okay, so they want me to throw this other dice. So I'm going to put Mercury and Gemini there. They want me to throw this. This is going to tell us what house energy we're dealing with. I'm going to say that's the 9th house. This is all about your beliefs, ruled by Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, they're like a go, go, go. They don't like to, just like Gemini, they get bored easy. It's all about the beliefs and learning. It's all about your spirituality too. The 9th house, I'm pretty sure that with that dot there, I think that means that it's a 9. Yeah, it's a lot about your spirituality here. Something that you're not believing in, or you don't want to believe, or you're having a hard time believing it. I think you might be getting some kind of messages or something from a loved one or from spirit, and I think you're questioning yourself because of that song. Because the song keeps saying, keeps talking about, am I being foolish or am I being wise? Like, if this is something, oh my God, look, Kuan Yin's on the bottom. Enlightened action, choose compassion, move forward with grace. It's like, but it's something I must believe in. So I think that your mind, you might be overthinking. You might be overthinking something here. What's making you question. It's making you question your sanity or something. Okay. Okay, I guess we're going to go with this one. Paul, the Venetian. Gifted one reveals hidden talents, opportunities to shine. The Venetian. Is he part of Venus? The male. Hold on. Let me find that book. Oh, I know. I was reading something about him not long ago, but I don't recall what it was. Gifted one. Okay, so you have some kind of gift here. Let's see. Okay. Whoa, listen to this. So, Paul the Venetian is one of the original masters from the Theosophical Ascendant Master teachings and the guardian of the rose pink ray of the heart. It is said that it is the okay, so he's the Italian Renaissance. He had links with Venice. Okay. What is this here? Oh my God. So it says when he was ready to pass, like when he was ready to pass over, like to be deceased, in 1588, it says that he had the opportunity to ascend to help humanity as a spiritual guide. So this could be, he could be your guide. He could be coming in as a guide for you, as he is highly talented painter during this earthly incarnation. So here's your message. There is a chance that for a long time you have felt misunderstood or like an outsider, probably because somewhere along the way you were discouraged from shining because someone else projected their fears onto you. But hidden deep within, you have gifts that can help heal the world, and not only that, can help heal you. So this is a choice. I think this is a choice they're going to ask you to make. Hold on, my dog's outside crying. I don't even know how she got out there. Hold on. All right, sorry for the interruption. Okay, let's see here. Whew. Where was I? Okay, when this card comes to you, it's time to drop the shields that have protected your heart, because you aren't going to be hurt anymore. You are being given an opportunity to shine. That's the opportunity. You are being given an opportunity to shine. Wow. Now that the inspiration that's streaming through you is divinely guided, energy that will help you be the most authentic and aligned version of yourself. So reveal your talents. Let others see your abilities. Gifts aren't gifts unless they are shared. Share your gifts and serve, knowing you are being served in return. Whoa. Holy crap. That's amazing. Oh, look, and on the bottom too is spiritual awakening, interconnectedness, understanding the inner workings. Wow, Spirit. Okay, they are, because Venus is all about the heart, right? Mother Mary's all about the heart. She's all about the rose, and Aphrodite again. She's all about Venus too. She's all about the heart too. Wow, Spirit. This is amazing. Okay, let's find out. Let's find out what they want to tell you. Oh, I'm so excited to find out for you. Okay. Where do you want to begin? Okay, they wanted me to bring out one of these Phoenix cards here for you. So there's a message here for you in this. Okay, gifted one. Wow. I knew as soon as they wanted me to bring out that rose quartz, that's all about the heart, right? Wow, Spirit. I think too, it's about your third eye. And when I was setting this up, the top of my head was tingling. So I think that's your crown chakra, like connecting with the higher energies. All right, Spirit. What card do you want here? There's some kind of insight here, Law. They want you to find, there's something that they want you to know about yourself here. So I'm just going to keep pulling out, oops, oh, knocked over my singing bowl here. I'm going to keep pulling out cards here. Okay. Okay, I guess it's that one. It's time to get out of your head and back into your heart. No joke, Spirit. Yeah, like I said, like I think you're doing a lot of thinking. You're like overthinking things. Okay, they want that. Oh my God, spiritual teacher right underneath. You're being guided to step into your role as a spiritual teacher. Well, and it comes right out underneath him. There's some fear you got going on, though. Your fears are keeping you from moving forward into the life that you deserve. Okay, well, we're going to deal with those fears. Okay. Wowzers. Okay. Okay, we'll put one of these here. It's on the bottom. Death. They told me to stop. That's funny. Okay, just the one. All right, let's see what next. That's here. Charge an animal messenger. Oh my God. You know, they were talking about, like where I saw that fox, they were talking about the big cats and the panther in particular. So it says here, charge an animal messenger. An animal in nature embodies traits you might emulate now. Notice a specific animal or its likeness crossing your path in a meaningful way. Charge this animal messenger by acknowledging its importance to you. Then wait for the animal or its likeness to appear at significant moments as intuitive guidance from a higher power. Holy crap. So I wonder if it was that fox. So you might see foxes. Now, you could also be seeing big cats and, like I said, a black panther in particular, but with that fox showing up for this, like just before I was getting ready to do this reading, I was literally just like I was just fixing my plants before I sat down, and I just happened to look out the window and saw the fox. And I went out after it to shoo it off, right? Okay. Practice non-judgment for clearer intuition. Having strong emotions and opinions about others is natural, yet intuition is best channeled through an open mind and calm heart. If you've formed an exclusionary fixed judgment about a person or situation, consult somebody intuitive and objective, engage neutrality to avoid narrowing your interpretations, discern other layers of truth. You know, there's a lot about they were mentioning too earlier about we want another one. They were mentioning something about like all the layers of spirituality and oh. Okay, this one. Okay, I'll read that in a minute. Okay, I'm going to bring out one of these too. Okay, there's something in this deck that they want you to, well, flow. Okay, that's too many. I'm not taking them. Okay, let's do a controlled one here. My gosh, look how messy this is. It's on the bottom. Observe. Look at that heart all lit up there. All right. Let's begin here. Let's find out what's going on here. Let's see here. Free yourself from perfectionism. You know, I noticed that there was like, they brought out the insight before that too, right? Determination. You know, they were showing me the yellow too. They were saying something about the yellow. Are they saying again about the yellow? Oh, darn, I don't remember. Oh. Oh. Hold on. There's something here. There was something they were showing me, telling me about the yellow, and I don't remember what it was. I have to look something up here. Hold on. And I gotta stop making I'm making a mess. I'm dropping everything. Okay. Something about the yellow. Okay. Okay, they're saying that it's about looking at a duality of a situation. Okay, they're saying here that perhaps being in a single-minded state and not able to see another's perspectives. Okay, that's the second time they brought that up here. And take a moment to look at the situation from all angles and then trust what feels right to you. Okay. Okay, so you're not seeing something from all angles. Trust and forgiveness. Number 10. You know, I was just thinking about that number 19 here, which is a 10. Okay, so it is time for you to let down your guard and learn to trust again. Okay. What's this here? Develop healthy routines. My mystical abilities flourish when your earthly life is orderly, practical, and predictable. Healthy daily, weekly, monthly, and seasonal routines calm your sensitive nervous system, making it easier to tune in to your intuition. When healthy eating, exercising, resting, playing, spiritual relationship, and work routines can you lean into, update, or adjust in your support your sixth sense. Yeah, this has to do with your, with the interconnectedness right under here, Baba Yaga, or Yaji, whatever it's called. And this one, notice intuitive thoughts, downloads, and epiphanies, clear cognizance. The intellectual psychic pathway is trying to break through the noise in your noggin. Instead of analyzing, notice insightful thoughts appearing fully formed in your mind, out-of-the-box epiphanies, large and layered chunks of wisdom arriving instantly like a computer download, and an aha realizations. A calm, still mind creates more room for guidance. Okay. Yeah, they really want you to be mindful here. Little divine blueprint. Wow, look at that card. That's amazing. Look at that. Yeah, this is how they're going to try to connect with you. Divine blueprint. I don't think they can activate your divine blueprint, though, because of your thinking. Because the Mercury is all about your communication. The Gemini is all about the thinking. It's all about the communication. Nine is the ninth house is all about like your how far will you go in your journey of spirituality? How far will you take it? There's something in this card here. They want me to read that too. Okay, do you want to read 2713? Well, I think we already know what that is. But just in case, here, there might be a message here. Let me see. Okay, this is a time to truly focus on staying present and being mindful. Notice everything that's working out for you and find ways to change anything that is not working for you. It's up to you to create a sturdy foundation to build that dream upon life. Your natural talents will be extra helpful, and this with this reflective practice. So taking stock of current situation, expressing your truest self, preparing for a solid future, and staying present. Your affirmation is, I am deeply focused on forward progress. 1212. You are being consumed by inner conflict and need to address it before it causes damage. Self-doubt and insecurities may be holding you back from making major growth moves. Yeah, like I said, I think your thinking is stopping you from this divine blueprint. It's because of the way you're viewing others. You're allowing your judgment to influence your thinking or something like this. Let's see. Turn your attentions toward making real positive change and choices for your mental health. Actively put your own needs first. Overwork leading to energy drain. Call to put yourself first. Resolving lingering inner conflict and addressing insecurity and self-doubt. So putting myself and my mental health first is never selfish. Okay. Well, that's that. There's something here about this phoenix, though. Let's see what they want you to know about this phoenix. I'm going to get me to read all these things out of the box. What's going on? Free yourself from perfectionism. You know, if you're a perfectionist, then you would expect that from others, right? But see, the thing is, though, Spirit doesn't expect you to be perfect. They just expect you to try, you know what I mean? And be authentic. It's not about being perfect in no means. And and that's on page 37, which is another 10. So you have 10, 10, 10 here. Let's see here. What is in this? They want you to know. Oh, it won't let me even get these pages open here. What's going on? What's happening? Okay, what is this? Have the courage to make mistakes, yeah, which are an integral part of your success. See, making mistakes, no problem, right? Okay. It's a part of your success and essential for a successful life. If you stumble or even fall on your soul path, it does not mean that you have failed. It simply means that your journey has begun. Wow. Okay, so they're saying burn away any excessive perfectionism, which is hindering you on your path of your mastery, your route to success. There is something static and inflexible about perfectionism. Okay, yeah, because they're saying, like, look at the fire, how fire is alive, it's mobile, and it's agile. Be like a flame. Do not fear setbacks or mistakes. That's where this fear card's coming in. You fear not making everything perfect. Okay. Okay, so they just want you to know. I think that's all you need to know here. Yeah, I think that's all you need to know. Okay. So what else do you want here, Spirit? Okay. All right. So I'm going to bring out a couple of these here. It's on the bottom here. The deck upside down. Look, Gemini. I think. Finding solutions. The lovers. I'm telling you, you do. Oh my God. And then Mercury right underneath that. Look. And that's what came out in the... We have Mercury and Gemini. Light of the messenger. This is also in the tarot, the magician. So clear your mind. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot here about the thinking. Yeah, you know, they did bring up a little bit about a lot of talking. So I think you need to be careful about gossip, about, you know, having conversations about other people. Okay. I mean, having conversations about people I guess is okay, but you know, see, that's where things can like snowball out of control, because you can't always trust that somebody's giving you information that is that is a complete truth. You know what I mean? So I think maybe you'd be better off, like, in those kind of situations, just stepping back from them, just so you don't get drawn into it. Yeah, the violet flame. I wasn't surprised, because this was on the bottom when I first pulled the deck out, and the violet flame is about healing. You have transmute that damn energy. Yeah, that's that gossipy type, overthinking stuff. See, because you even have the trust and forgiveness. Like, this isn't to, you know, make you feel bad or anything. This is just to, you know, give you a little bit of insight on, you know, getting onto that path to get that blueprint going, right? Capricorn, I achieve. Yeah, the devil, stay the course. Yeah, the choices here. And the obsession. Yeah. 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 Finding solutions. Yeah, the spiritual teacher. Okay. All right. I'm going to bring out some tarot cards here to see if we can get some different perspective here. Let's see here. Let's bring out a couple of these. One more. Okay. It's on the bottom. Queen of Swords. Look, that's all that thinking. My God. See that eagle up there too? That's all about getting that higher perspective. You know, this is also an air sign too. There's a lot about the thinking. There's a lot of going on in your mind with all this thinking here. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're a hard worker. You know, just like the Capricorn is also like a very hard-working workaholic even, maybe. You know, that's where you might be getting all that perfectionism, because you're perfecting. You know, this is something that you could perfect if you wanted to. Like this spiritual thing here. And you'll notice too, she has like, you know, sage and a feather and a candle and books and... Okay. The Two of Swords. Yeah, this is what's keeping you trapped here. Trapped in your own mind. It's keeping you on balance too, right? Well, the Hanged Man. Yeah. This is all that inner thinking. That's all that thinking that's going on. Okay, I'm going to bring out a different deck here and see what... We're going to get some clarifiers for this Eight of Pentacles. What's the clarifier for the Eight of Pentacles here? Oops. The Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is going to be an achievement. This is something that you could definitely achieve. Yeah, look at this. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles underneath. This is all this independence and... yeah, so this is what you're not seeing. You're not seeing, like you're looking at these cups in front of you. You're not seeing what the offering from Spirit. You're hanging out a lot, though. But you're missing the messages. You're missing the cues. Yeah, because it says here, notice your thoughts and downloads and epiphanies. You're missing them. Okay, so I think that's the main message is to pay attention to these cues and messages here. Okay, there's something here that they want you to know. Okay. Another one. Lilith. Gemini again. Spirit. Gemini. Load to come right out on Gemini. So you have Gemini in the dice, Gemini card, and then you have another Gemini. There is a lot of thinking going on here. And I think it's because it's somebody you're involved with. This could also be because the Gemini came out 3 times. This could be like a group that you're in. Also, I think it might have some, because you know, the 12 breaks down to a 3, so it's giving me like 333 here. So I'm thinking that like this is like a spiritual number. This is, you know, this could be your loved ones, deceased relatives, or spirit, the divine, like your angels are trying to connect with you. They're trying to bring you messages, but you're missing them for some reason. I don't know what the Lilith card means. Okay, there's something here about this Lilith. I don't even know where to find it. Let me look this up here. Okay, they want me to read Gemini first. I mean, okay. Gemini. There it is. Gemini. It's the twins, yeah. Oh, the opposite of Gemini is Sagittarius. And didn't Sagittarius come up? Yeah, Sagittarius. Oh, no, that was Capricorn. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. So in a reading, your ability to adapt in new situations is going to be your greatest strength right now. A wave of change is coming your way. And that was what this whole reading started off, is like great change. And it's what I even titled this whole thing. Look, great change. Is coming your way. And at times you may feel like this isn't progress, but it is. Sometimes staying afloat is the goal. Life isn't just about getting from point A to point B. You will need to rely on your networking and social skills to get something done in the near future. So Gemini is here as a little nudge in that direction. Evaluate the connections you have. Are you maintaining them? Are you offering something or just taking? People remember these interactions. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, there's something about this, you know, this other person, or there's like a group or something. Okay, so only you would know. I don't know what that means for you. I got to look up where Lilith is in this book, because I have no idea. I don't think I've ever pulled that card before. Lilith. Page 89. Okay. Symbols are owls, crescent moons, snakes. Ha! Look at this. Wands and cats. So in a reading, when we start to stand up for ourselves, we are often faced with backlash and further punishment. Lilith asks that we don't back down, continue to push forward. In fact, you have the capacity to downright destroy those who continue to oppress you. Call upon this powerful figure of womanhood when you feel like you don't have enough strength left. Sometimes strength is just walking away from the people who are told you are supposed to love, or the goals and expectations others have set for us. Well, that makes a whole lot of sense now, doesn't it? Like I was saying earlier, if you're like in a situation where there's like gossip and stuff going on, you can like separate yourself from that. Like, it's best to walk away from that. I know it's not that easy because, you kind of get stuck in these kind of situations, but you need to find a way to get away from them. It's the only way to activate this blueprint that you have going on here, because clearly you have a lot of really astounding gifts that they want to unleash. Yeah. You definitely, they need you to get control of your thoughts and your mind here. They need you to clear your mind so they can come in and help you out with whatever it is that they're trying to do here. I mean, it's different for everyone. Okay, that's all I have for you. So I hope this video finds you well, and I hope it's going to be helpful for you to understand what your opportunities are here, because they feel that they're saying right here that you're a gifted one. And they brought out Gemini 3 times. Wow. A lot about your spirituality too. Okay. Well, with that, I'm just going to close the reading, and I hope this video finds you well. And yeah, I'm going to bid you a good day. So bye, everyone.